So, let's talk about conception, embryos, and fetuses. Since fetus freaks keep bringing this up, the Christian conservatives don't think women can simply remove what they want from their bodies. Now, if life begins at conception, God aborts tons. It's called a miscarriage. Explain that one, Christian cons. Here we have some fetuses / embryos from different species. I care about human and animal rights issues. I served in the Peace Corps. I'm a humanitarian, consider myself. And I don't care about fetuses or embryos, especially first trimester ones of any species, and that's when nearly all are terminated, unless of a serious issue. Pea-sized fetuses. This is what these people are fretting about. Not all the huge human and animal rights issues, the suffering of sentient life, tons of important issues, from lack of clean water, 500,000 kids and teenagers in the foster care system in the U.S. alone, diseases, food waste, world hunger, which we're actually feeding most of our crops to force-bred animals, which is inefficient. So eating meat contributes to world hunger, destroys our environment and healthcare system, all in one big swoop. But this is what these people care about, really. No, I can't tell which is which, nor do I care. One human is worth more than 1 billion fetuses. One animal is worth more than 1 billion fetuses of that animal. These people are loons. This is why people call it a clump of cells. Again, here's some different embryos. Most are done very early in the first trimester. Conception clowns, conservative Christian clowns, tried to ban abortions at 6 weeks. Yeah, and this is it. The size of a grain of rice. And you can actually see through them because they're hollow, pretty much. A shrimp is more of a life. The shrimp we had for dinner, actually shellfish is a sin. And that is really was in the Bible. Nothing about this. This is what they are fighting for. This is what cause they champion. And guns. And Bibles. Their Bible. This is it. Oh my God, this is it. A pea-sized fetus. This is what they are fighting for. What is wrong with these people? That's why I call them conservative conception clowns. And I'm a libertarian, by the way. I love small government. Yes, all parents are on welfare in many forms at gays and childless expense. Meanwhile, they hate gays. I'm married to my wife, though. There's 7.7 billion people in the world, and it's growing fast. We have endangered species, overfishing, now fish farms like sick factory farms, deforestation and habitat loss, pollution, landfills. We need to make birth control free, but these fetus freaks are against that. They think abstinence. Many people are married and don't want a bunch of kids. While I can afford my birth control, some can't. I have no problem funding it. It's cheaper. Much cheaper and saves taxes than funding socialist public schools, huge child tax credits, and all the other benefits parents get at childless and gays' expense. K through 12 is over $250,000 in handouts alone. Meanwhile, I can go without health care. So all parents are on welfare. Gays and childless are financially discriminated. And you can see the upward trajectory. 2050, about 10 billion people. And the 1800s, it was only about 18 billion people. So the growth rate is rapid. And you can look up podwaddle.com for scary statistics. Human overpopulation is real, as are impacts. Look at China and the smog-filled highways. And they think this is murder, Plan B. Are you freaking kidding me? They're trying to ban this too in conception. We know their ultimate agenda, conception. But these people lie so much, they'll even Photoshop a picture of a toddler and say that's what they're aborting in the uterus. They lie so much. I don't believe a word from these terrorists who have done thousands of attacks on women's clinics. They try and do the 6 week. Then as you saw, was smaller than a quarter. And then they're going to try to do the conception in this. They're just a bunch of loons and nuts. Again, I care about human and animal rights. I do not care about their pea-sized fetuses of any species. End of story. Thank you. Human overpopulation is real, too, by the way.